So here I have a Lian Lancool 205M mash. This is a Micro-ATX case. A mini tower, I think they call these. It's just like a medium size, well, not medium, it's not a mid tower. I would say like it's on the smaller size kind of case. Not quite mini ATX standards, but it's a Micro-ATX kind of style. I've had like a case like that before. I had the Sharkoon V1000 RGB. This is exactly the same size kind of case. But I thought about maybe getting the Sharkoon again, since that was a good case for me. But then I got to see the Lancool 205M mash, and I was like, wow, this looks like the perfect Micro-ATX case, and I needed something like that for my Ryzen 9 machine. I'm sick and tired of having it in my test bench case over here. It's not really safe, and I don't want to risk this kind of system you know, to be exposed like that. I don't mind if I have like a beat down kind of motherboard, you know, like one of those older motherboards, like Intel Core first generation or whatever, or second or third or whatever. I don't care. I just don't want to have like a system of this caliber like all exposed like that. I don't really like it. So I decided to get this case, and I don't know, I'll try to sell it without the case, because I like this. I don't think I'm gonna sell this case. I'm gonna keep it for myself. And I was thinking about like having an on-the-go system. Like maybe I could use that and take it with me somewhere, like if I go to out of town, or just here and there, you know, if I have to go outside and I need a computer to go with me. There are like one of those bags that you can carry, just like a suitcase. But it doesn't look like exactly like it. It looks like one of those mini fridge coolers that you would take like when you go to camping or whatever. But I've seen one specifically designed for desktop PCs. Like this, there is one carry bags, one of those carry bags that has a slot for a PC monitor as well, like a 27-inch or 24-inch. For my case, I would have to get the 27-inch if I'm going to use one of those over there, and I would get that anyway just so I could have the size. And there is like also an option to put like to customize the bag with wheels on it, so you can carry it like wheel it with you know, with the handle or whatever. But yeah, that's my aim. That's what I'm trying to do with this. Because I didn't really want to go mini ATX. I could have gone mini ATX. It would have been like smaller cases, and maybe cases that would fit into a backpack or whatever. But I didn't want to really go that route. I wanted to get something with a good airflow, and I wanted to be able to use this system for now. I'm planning on selling it, but if it doesn't sell, then I'm gonna use it for myself. This has the Ryzen 9 7950X. Yeah, this is way too overpowered for my needs for it. I don't really need this processor, but I came across this good deal, so I couldn't pass it on, you know. Kinda, you know, one of those deals that you can't pass on, you know. So that's why I got stuck with it, so to say. I'm not really stuck. I mean, I can use it. It's just gonna be too overpowered for me, but hey, who cares? I'll just have it. If I won't be able to sell it, and I'll put it in that case. And yeah, I'll use that bag that I see to carry it on. Yeah, that's the planning anyway on paper. But well, I got the case right now, and I got the bundle right here. All I need is a graphics card in that bag, and that's it. I'll be completed. But for now, we're focusing on the case today. So as I said, this is a Micro-ATX kind of case. It supports Micro-ATX motherboards and mini ATX motherboards. It has like a mash front, hence the name mash. It comes also in a solid aluminum. No, I think it's plastic, like the front, like the non-mash version. But I got the mash version. I'm not gonna talk about the other version. You can look it up, the regular version, if you want to. I'm gonna focus on this right now. On the front of the case right here, it It comes with 240 millimeter fans. I'm gonna unbox the case so we can take a closer look, of course, but I'm just gonna tell you right now because there is a perfect illustration of the case right here. And it has 240 millimeter fans included with it, but you can also fit like 120 millimeter fans in there, and there is another space for 120 in the back and the rear of the case, and you can put like 220 millimeter fans on the top, or you could also put like a 240 millimeter AIO, like all-in-one cooler, liquid cooler. I don't know about the front, if you can fit like an AIO. I haven't digged into it, but I've seen people putting their AIO on the top, which is where you need to put it anyway, if you want to have the best optimization for your liquid cooler, and if you want it to last longer, as they say. I'm not dealing with liquid coolers anymore. I made like a full-on switch to back to air coolers. I used to use air coolers back in up until 2014. Yeah, it was 2014 when I made well, after 2014 I made the switch to liquid coolers, and it was like a bad one for me, and then I switched back in 2020. I made a switch back to air coolers. That's why I have the Thermalright Peerless Assassin 120 black, all black version. And the reason the fans are like that is because of the RAM. It's too tall, but I'm thinking like I will have to move the fans, this one over here and that one over there, if I want to fit it into that case. The case has a 160 millimeter CPU height clearance. I think it might be able to fit like that, but I'm not sure. But just on the off chance that it doesn't fit, then I'm just gonna do what I said, move the fan over here and this one over there to make it fit. And it has a good cooling like that too. The first time I used this cooler, I did exactly that. I put the fan over here, put the fan over there, but when I got it outside in an open case like that, I could have done anything I wanted. So I tried this route. It's the same, you don't lose any temperatures. If you use it like that or the way that I said, it doesn't really matter. Like it's within margin of error, you know, it doesn't matter how you use it. But yeah, without further ado, let's just open the case, the box here, and take a closer look at the case. I'm really anxious to see how it looks like, and yeah, I'll pick it back up once it's out. Okay, so here we are. The case is out, and wow, that looks so good. That is a good looking case. It reminds me of that Fractal Design pop, I don't remember what it's called. And I've seen that one too. That was another option for me, even though it was really expensive. Fractal Design, they have like a really expensive cases, and I don't understand for what. Well, what is the reason that it's so expensive? I don't know. Maybe it's a higher quality than this case, but this is a good enough quality for me. For what I'm touching and what I'm feeling, getting the feeling of this case. This is a good enough quality. You don't need to overspend. Like, there is no reason, like these edges are kind of sharp, so you have to be careful. But apart from that, I'm not seeing any. What I'm saying is you don't really need to overspend. Like, this is perfect for me anyway. It looks good, it looks beautiful. I like the front, like this design that you have a mesh even on the sides here. This is awesome. I love that. And on the top here we get to see the front I/O, the power button. The reset button is so small that you won't accidentally, like if you would just put your finger like that or like that, you won't like press it accidentally, so they made it smaller. This is the hard drive LED activity. I think this is the power activity, kind of lights. And you have two USB 3s over here. They don't do the one USB 2, one USB 3, thank God. See, now they working with common sense. Like, why would you put USB 2 and just put either two USB 2s or two USB 3s? Like, I mean, USB 3, that should be like what it is. I mean, what the heck? I mean, just do that. There is no USB-C, to be honest, which is not a deal breaker for me. I don't really care about USB Type-C. I don't really use it. I don't really like USB Type-C, to be honest with you. The speeds, yeah, the speeds are okay and everything nice, yeah, I understand, but I just find the USB Type-C connector to be so flimsy and not stable, and I don't really like it, to be honest with you. So that's fine by me, them not including the Type-C. It's a budget case, so it's understandable. You have the microphone jack and the 3.5 3.5 LAN jack over here for headphones. I believe you could even put speakers. You have a easily removed magnetic filter, dust filter, which I will be removing it because I'm gonna put like two fans over here to exhaust. So I will not use that. Let's see, on the back you got nothing, it's just the side panel, like a solid side panel, just how it should be. The dust filters, the PCIe cover, sorry, rather, they have what I really like about that. It's not just like any other budget case. These comes with screws. I don't know if you can tell. They're not like the breakable kind of PCIe covers. They have screws in them. Oh yeah, you can see it like that. And yeah, you don't have to break those. Like, I mean, I don't understand why cases manufacturers do that. Like, it's not that much money to have these with screws. Why do you have to do the kind of breakable kind of stuff? I don't understand that. I will never understand that. But hey, it is what it is. Whatever. Yeah, you have the PCIe cover slot over here just to lock it in. Just a regular motherboard cutout here, and the PSU slot over here. I'm just gonna open this up right now. I want to take a closer look on the inside. I'll pick it back up once I open the case completely. Okay, so I opened the case completely, the two side panels. Right away I've seen the manual for the case. It has illustrations and instruction on how to install everything. You can get that on the Lian website, basically, so I'm not going to use that. I already got myself familiarized with the case. That's what I like to do before building a computer in any case or any. I just get myself familiarized beforehand, you know, just to know everything about the case, and yeah, and then I can just build like freely, save time, instead of like start looking around, you know. Yeah, I've already seen all that, so I don't need this one. Anyway, here we have the PSU shroud. That's the first thing that comes into my mind. It's a nice PSU shroud. You have a cutout here for the GPU cable, so you can just get it out of here, connect it. These are for the front IOs. This is for the HD audio, I can tell, or USB. I'm not gonna have USB 2s on my system, since we don't have a USB 2 connector over here and I have no use for it, no AIO or anything. So it's just that HD audio that's gonna come out here. Yeah, the fans here, they are, wow, they look so good. They have an ARGB female and male connector, but for the PWM, they come with the PWM, but there is only female connectors. There is no male connectors, so there is no splitting for the PWM, but I can use a splitter of my own, that's fine. Or yeah, I have like three system fan headers on my motherboard over there, on that motherboard. So I'll use a splitter, and I'm gonna use two Thermalright C12C fans. They are also ARGB. I'm gonna put them right here, and those fans, I know for a fact, they do have a splitter for the ARGB and PWM, so I'm gonna split between these two and these two. So yeah, but so I could also connect for the ARGB. They will connect into each other, so that's cool. Yeah, I will be able to sync them with the Thermalright with a C12C, so that's cool. But yeah, these are 140 millimeters fan. That's cool. You have the grommets for the cable management, and you have the motherboard cutout. This is where if you need to assemble your cooler, I think you'll have direct access from the back. Without taking your motherboard out, you can assemble the cooler while the motherboard is screwed in. But for air coolers, I like to do that, you know, once the motherboard is out. But for me, it's already installed, so that's cool. Yeah, over here you have two slots for M.2, not M.2, sorry, for SSDs. 2.5 regular SATA SSDs, and yeah, that's how you mount them with those rubber, I think anti-vibration kinda, even though you don't need anti-vibration in SSDs. There is no mechanical parts in SSDs, it's all flash. And on the back here they included like a hole for your PSU cable for the CPU, and all kind of holes over here. It's cool for the fans and everything. That's how I'm gonna run the fans through. And here we have the connectors. This is the HD audio. This is the USB 2. And for the front I/O, the power button, power switch, and power LED and everything, they made it easier for first-time builders or whatever. It doesn't matter to me because I built like tons of computers by now, so yeah, I have no problem with that. But it's a nice touch. I would say it's a nice touch. It could be problematic for some motherboards, but as I said, I always do research on my on the cases that I buy, and I did a research on this connector, and it does fit on my motherboard that I'm going to use for this case. It fits perfectly for it. The connectors are aligned, and it's going to work just great. So yeah, so they put it all in one connector, all the reset switch, power switch, power LED, HDD LED, everything in that connector right here. It looks like a USB 2 kind of connector, but it's not. It's a front panel connector, just put together in one block. Well, it's a nice touch. I like that. Okay, so here we have the 3.5 cage. You could put like the two 3.5 hard drives over here, which I'm gonna take it out because I'm not in any way, shape, or form gonna have 3.5 hard drives in this build. Not at all. The further that I would go in terms of storage is the 2.5 SSD that I'm gonna have here. It's like a 2 terabyte. I'm gonna put it right here so the cable will get to the motherboard connectors easily. It's a 2 terabyte one. I don't need any more than that, so that's like the further away that I would get. In the future I will opt to get like an M.2 kind of form factor for the motherboard, so there will be no unnecessary cables or anything. It will just be on the motherboard, no cables, no nothing. Kind of stealth looking. It will be under heatsink. It will be under there, so yeah, that's what I'm aiming towards basically. But yeah, there will never be 3.5 in this case, so I will take this cage out to make more room for cables. Like for the power supply is gonna be small, 140 millimeter, and this supports, I think, from looking at it, it does look like it supports 180, 160 millimeter, something like that. You can check all the information on the website of Lian. I don't remember that on top of my head, but I didn't really care about, you know, making sure that my power supply will fit, because the power supply that I'm going to use for it is only 140 millimeter in length, and plus I'm going to take this cage out, so there will be even more room, like plenty of room for the power supply and the cables. That's why I'm gonna like take this out, so there will be more room for cable management, that I can just shove the cables in there, you know, tie them up nicely and shove it in there without this in the way. And moving on, like yeah, it's kind of stuck in there. Try to push to get it out. Yeah, this is the box. I like that. This is a very nice thing that Lian do. Like I've had the other Lian cases. They all come, well, not all, but nice box for the screws. and you know, you see like those anti-vibration that you use to mount SSDs and everything. That's very cool. So they give you like zip ties. I have tons of zip ties. I won't need those. I'll put them in my bag later. But yeah, it's nice to have that. And you get the screws, all the screws that you will ever need for the case. I have screws as well, so that's cool. And yeah, you get those rubber anti-vibration things, and you get like, what is that? Oh, okay, that's like a plastic separating kind of that you can just put into the box, and if you want to divide the screws and everything, you know, categorize, you know, just have everything neatly ordered, you know, you can do that with these plastic tabs, I would call it, which is a nice touch by Lian. And you get this nice thank you for your purchase kind of card. I've had like Lian cases before, as I mentioned, and a lot of them come with this card and this box. It's a nice touch by Lian. It's a great company. They make great cases, and that's another reason why I bought this this case. That's like another reason for me to just get this case right away. Lian is a great company for a great case manufacturer, so it was yeah, it was easy. It's an easy choice to go from other choices that I've seen. This has been a great choice, and so far I can tell that it's going to be a great building into it. I forgot to mention the USB 3. Yeah, it looks nice. It looks kind of round. I had never seen that before. Usually they come in kind of like sharp edges, but this one has a round edge, so that's cool. It doesn't really matter. Yeah. Anyway, the front. Let's see the front. Cover. I just took it out. It comes out easily. I just have to pull it out from the bottom, and yeah, it comes out easily. I don't need to. I can put it back because I have nothing to do with it. I'll put it back in a bit. It requires 2 hands. But yeah, I don't have to take it out because these fans are gonna stay. It's only if you take these out and everything. Anyway, I'm just rambling here. Overall, I like the case. I need to build inside it to see how it is, the building process. From what I can tell, people have been posting about this case. People are pretty happy with the building process. They said that it's one of the easiest cases to work on in terms of building and cable managing, and people are pretty happy from the reviews that I've seen about this case. And yeah, I'm gonna test it for myself, and I'll build into it, and we'll get to see how it is, you know, how it performs and everything in terms of airflow as well. Once I get a graphics card, that will be the real testing. But I will stress the CPU as well, do Cinebench and whatnot. But yeah, we need that graphics card soon. I'll get like an RX 6800 XT or something. I don't need one of those new AMD cards. I'm gonna go full on AMD, if you haven't guessed. I'm not gonna touch Nvidia. Nvidia are way too overpriced for just a stupid reason. AMD is the way to go, but not the new AMD. They're pretty overpriced too, not for a lot of performance. I will try to get like one of those last gen kind of card, the 6800 XT or the 6700 XT, either one of those. These will work perfectly with my CPU. I mean, to be honest, that CPU is way too powerful for me. So yeah, but still, I'm gonna have it until I sell it. And if I manage to sell it, I'll try to get like the last gen CPU as well, like a 5600 Ryzen 5, or maybe I could even get like a Ryzen 7, like a 5800X 3D or the non-3D. We'll see. I'm gonna use it like that. Well, but let's get back into the case. I'm just gonna close the video. I got nothing else to say about it for now. I'm gonna build into it. But I'm gonna close this video because this has been an unboxing video about this case. Maybe I will make a building video about it. Obviously I can't shoot the whole thing. I need to get a tripod for that, or you know, it's just I don't really need a tripod, to be honest. Maybe I'll just shoot like a couple of parts or post pictures or whatnot. But yeah, the thing is, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. I think this is gonna be a great case for me to use as a on the go. Even if I do manage to sell that Ryzen 9 7000 chip that I have, the bundle that I have over there, I'm still gonna keep the case because yeah, I put my heart and soul in. I'm gonna put my heart and soul into building it, and I think I'm gonna like it a lot. It looks great, so I think I'm gonna keep it and just sell it as a bundle and not as a computer. But yeah, pretty sure I'm gonna keep that bundle for myself too. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. And if you're thinking about buying this Lian Li case, just like I did, I think you should just go for it because it looks great. And it does look like an easy case to build in. I don't know yet about the building part yet because I haven't built into it, but I will. And I'll keep you updated. I might make a video about the building process, you know, just to show you how it went for me. Like, I'm not gonna shoot the whole building process, but you know, here and there I'll take a few takes. You know, put the motherboard in, put the CPU cooler in, you know, stuff like that. The CPU cooler is already in, but you know what I mean. PSU, SSD, all those I'll update in small bits. But yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want to stay updated on the building process, I might release a video or just update with photos in the description of this video. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I'll see what I'm gonna do. I'll decide on the go, and yeah, make sure you stay tuned for that. That way you'll see how it turned out. And yeah, I think this is gonna be an amazing case to build in. So if you're like me and thinking about getting this case, I would just say go for it, because you know, Lian Li are awesome. And yeah, it looks like a great banger. Let's just say that. It looks like a great bang for your buck. And yeah, so yeah, in closing, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative. If you want to see more videos like that, stay tuned, so you can watch some more upcoming videos on my channel, and maybe even an updated video about how I built into it. So yeah, take care and have a great day. Bye bye.